Ever wondered why some women silence a room without saying a word? Sigma females don't chase attention, they command it. Let's uncover their hidden psychological power. They've mastered the art of calm detachment. When others react, she observes. When others explain, she stays silent. That silence isn't emptiness, it's calculation. She knows people reveal more when she says less. Her calm presence makes others uneasy because they can't read her. In psychology, this is called mystery tension, the brain's need to fill in missing information. And when someone can't predict your next move, they automatically respect your boundaries. That's why her calmness feels like power, because it is. Another of her secrets is mirror empathy. Sigma females unconsciously reflect people's emotions back at them. It's not manipulation, it's pure awareness. When someone speaks with passion, she mirrors their tone, energy, and rhythm just enough to build trust. This creates an instant connection. Psychologists call this mirroring, and it triggers the same emotional safety people feel with longtime friends. The Sigma doesn't even try. She simply feels deeply and listens actively, which makes others open up effortlessly. That's how she gathers insight, not through gossip, but through genuine attention. Then there's her silent dominance through eye contact. While most people avoid eye contact when nervous, the Sigma female does the opposite. Her gaze doesn't waver. It observes, analyzes, and penetrates. Eye contact is one of the oldest dominance cues in human psychology. When used subtly, it asserts confidence without aggression. The Sigma female knows how to look through people, not at them. Her eyes tell a story. I see everything, even what you try to hide. That unspoken message shifts power in her favor instantly. Unlike alphas who fight every battle, the Sigma female knows when to make a strategic withdrawal. She doesn't explain why she leaves the room, stops replying, or ends a conversation. She just disappears. To others, this sudden absence feels like rejection. But for her, it's self-protection. This is the psychological trick of scarcity. When something rare disappears, its value skyrockets. People start to overthink. Did I say something wrong? Why did she pull away? That curiosity quickly becomes obsession. Without saying a word, she's already controlling the narrative. She also practices controlled vulnerability. A Sigma female can show emotion without losing control. She doesn't hide her pain, but she doesn't live in it either. She shares just enough to be relatable, never enough to be pitied. That's powerful because controlled vulnerability builds deep trust. People sense honesty, but not chaos. Psychologists call this emotional regulation, the ability to acknowledge feelings without being ruled by them. Her strength lies in transparency without exposure. And that balance makes her unforgettable. Have you ever noticed the art of her minimal words? A Sigma female doesn't talk much, but when she does, her words land like arrows. Every sentence feels intentional, which creates an illusion of authority. In conversation, silence can feel heavier than words, and she uses that to her advantage. By speaking less, she gives her words more weight. People lean in. They want to hear her opinion. And because she never overshares, her mystery grows deeper. This is a psychological magnet. People chase what they can't fully grasp. Her kindness isn't random, it's selective and strategic. She observes before giving, studies before helping. When she shows compassion, it feels rare and genuine. That selective kindness hits harder because it's earned. It's based on discernment, not impulse. Humans value what feels scarce, and her empathy becomes priceless. She doesn't waste energy on everyone. She invests it where it matters. That's what separates her from the overly nice and the cold-hearted. She's warm, but with boundaries sharp enough to protect her peace. One of her most subtle psychological tricks is her unshakable self-image. She doesn't seek external validation. She validates herself quietly through discipline, solitude, and personal growth. This energy makes her unapproachable to those who thrive on approval. When someone cannot control your emotions, they lose power over you. That's the Sigma advantage. She's internally driven, not externally influenced. People sense that self-containment and instinctively respect it. It's psychological gravity, a confidence that doesn't need an audience. Her final trick is the reversal of attention. It's subtle, yet devastating. She shifts the focus back to others. When you talk to her, she makes you feel truly seen. Her attention is sharp and undivided. But here's the twist. While you reveal yourself, she remains unreadable. That creates an emotional imbalance. You feel exposed. She stays composed. It's not manipulation, it's awareness. By giving others the stage, she collects data, reads emotions, and learns patterns. And the more you talk, the more she understands how to move. Socially, emotionally, strategically. That's how she wins quietly, gracefully, and invisibly. So what's the hidden mechanism behind her power? What truly sets Sigma females apart isn't dominance, it's control. Not over others, but over themselves. While most people react, she reflects. While others chase belonging, she chooses solitude. She operates from inner certainty, not external validation. That psychological foundation makes every interaction powerful. People don't understand it, but they feel it. That feeling is respect mixed with curiosity. The perfect combination that keeps her unforgettable. Her presence says, I don't need to prove my worth, I just live it. And that energy alone makes her magnetic. But how do Sigma females learn these things without trying? Most never study these psychological effects consciously. They develop them through life experience, pain, isolation, observation. Each trick isn't a tactic but a natural defense. Over time, it becomes second nature. They read micro-expressions because they had to survive social tension. They walk alone because solitude sharpened their instincts. They mastered detachment because emotional chaos once broke them. Their strength was forged, not gifted. And that's what makes it so authentic. Their silence has history. Their calm hides storms. Their independence was built, not inherited. Psychologically, people react to Sigma females in three ways: admiration, fear, or obsession. Some feel drawn to her strength, inspired by her independence. Others feel threatened by her unpredictability. And the rare ones who try to decode her end up emotionally invested. Why? Because unpredictability triggers the brain's reward system, like chasing a puzzle. Each interaction feels like discovering a secret. But the Sigma never fully reveals herself. She gives just enough to keep you intrigued, never enough to make you comfortable. That balance keeps her power intact. So how do they maintain this power? They follow three quiet principles. Observation over reaction. They study before acting. Distance over drama. They don't argue, they withdraw, which kills chaos instantly. And purpose over popularity. They'd rather be alone than surrounded by noise. Psychologically, this keeps their energy clean and their confidence untouched. It's why they're labeled mysterious. Not because they hide, but because they're selective with their access. You don't have to become a Sigma female to learn from her mindset. You can use her psychological strengths every day. Pause before reacting. Let silence speak first. Listen to understand, not just to reply. Withdraw from energy that drains you. Express kindness strategically. Give it where it grows, not where it's wasted. Protect your privacy, because mystery creates respect. And value your solitude. It strengthens your self-trust. These small habits create psychological power. The kind that doesn't shout, it simply exists. In the end, Sigma females don't dominate by force. They influence through energy. Their psychological tricks aren't calculated manipulations, but natural extensions of self-awareness. Their silence speaks volumes. Their distance commands respect. Their focus intimidates the insecure and inspires the observant. She doesn't ask for loyalty. People give it. She doesn't demand attention. She becomes unforgettable. That's the quiet brilliance of the Sigma female. She bends the world, not through control, but through consciousness. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights. See you in the next video.